wonderful and lovely viewers. It's my pleasure to be on air with you once again. Awesome time, awesome moment, great things being set to happen for you. I'm sure you're ready to listen and get wonderfully positioned and strategically located for the best to happen for you in life, your family, your career, and whatever that is most connected to you. We're going to be dealing with the next edition of H-MOL, Hot Matters of Life. Issues, gray areas that people don't like delving into. But these are matters that deal with us on the daily ground. We go through them, sometimes in pain, sometimes in shame, and we wonder how we're going to come out of it. My assignment this morning is to give you a clear understanding and a clear cut on how you can come out of such matters. No matter how deep they are, no matter how thick they look, no matter how bad even people may say they are. Last week we dealt on the issue of adultery, on what do you do as a woman if you find out that your husband is cheating on you. Today we're going to take it from the other side. How do you handle matters like this as a man? What do you do as a man when you find out that your wife cheated on you or is cheating on you? When things like this happen, they are quite emotional and heavily deep into our systems. Particularly as men, we feel, how can we go ahead with this? To some part of the world, when it is found out that a woman was caught in adultery or is found in adultery, it becomes it's an abomination. Some people go to the extent of taking their wives to the villages for them to swear oaths of allegiance. Others kick their wives out of the home. And somehow to an extent, they begin to miss the same woman that they kicked out of the home. How do you think a man will feel when he finds out that the wife is cheating or the wife cheated on him? There are a few things we're going to see. Number one, the man feels insulted. When a woman cheats on her husband and the husband finds out, he feels insulted. How? Somehow the man feels the head of the home and he feels slighted. How on earth will a woman cheat on the husband? That is how some men feel. By virtue of this action carried out by the woman, the man begins to feel that his position is being degraded. He feels that his exalted level in the family, being the leader, the father, and the husband, is being trodden down. And by this, the man feels insulted. He feels the woman respect for him. That is why she must have done that. The next feeling the man carries out is that he feels that his confidence is being deflated. There is a deflation of his confidence. How on earth could it have happened? This is the man that is a leader in his place of work. This is a man that has been celebrated by his friends and amongst his friends. This is a man that has been highly respected in his family. And here is a woman called his wife who cheated on him. The man begins to lose his confidence. He loses authority. He feels that his audacity has been taken off. He feels that that guts, that ego in him is being dented or deflated. These are ways men feel when they find out that their wives cheat or cheated on them. The third way a man will feel that his wife cheated on him is that he comes under pressure. What kind of pressure? He comes under the pressure of confusion. The questions begin to rise. What could have led to this? What would have made this woman to do what she's done? He comes under pressure. Could it be that the woman has found a man stronger than him, a man smarter than him, a man better than him in whatever form? Could the woman have found somebody richer than him or somebody that could satisfy her more than himself? So by virtue of the whole of this thought, this man comes under pressure and that pressure continues for some time. There are men that go through this. I want to encourage and challenge you, my friend, whoever you are, wherever you are. When things like this happen from your wife or from your fiancé, whatever it is, I know your ego may have been tampered with. I know that your guts may have been deflated. Somehow you may be under pressure, feeling that somebody is competing with you somewhere. But I want to let you know, your manliness and your man nature is still there. As long as you're not a failure as an individual, it may not matter or doesn't matter what a woman may have done against you, particularly when it has got to do with moral infidelity. Keep your strength, keep your ego, keep your guts. Nothing is removed from you, and nothing can even be dented on your life and on your destiny. What's the next thing that happens to the man when he finds out that the wife or the fiancé has cheated on him or is cheating on him? The man runs mad. You know, we men are absolutely jealous when it comes to love matters. The man wants to be protective. He doesn't want his domain to be encroached. He doesn't want anybody to invade his domain. So the wife of the man is part of the domain of the man. The man is the king, she is the queen. The man is the lion around that vicinity. He roars at any moment. He wouldn't want anything to step into his vicinity. So for a man to find out that someone is cheating on, someone is either going out with the wife or tampering with the wife, it's like you're invading his environment, you're invading his territory. So the madness in man, that rugged, brutal nature of the man comes out immediately. It is natural with men. That's why sometimes you see the man roaring, you see the man at the top of his voice. Some may go to the extent of wanting to strike their wives, and those that are very, very self-controlled may just hold everything within. But within them, they are imploding. There is this implosion going on. They don't know how to express it. They can't keep it, but they are really, really mad. They can tear anything that is close to them as at that moment. Wow. What do you do as a man when you find out that your wife cheated on you or your wife is cheating on you? The first thing to do is to calm down. Swallow the anger. Take a pause. Be reasonable. Don't be irrational. You calm down. Ask yourself, why could this have happened? How did it happen? Begin to become reasonable. It's not because you're trying to excuse for her, but it is important that your mind is intact. It is important that your senses are sensible. It is important that you gain self-control, because when you lose self-control, you might kill her. And when you strike her and kill her, it means you've kicked against the law of the land and even the law of nature. So the first thing to do is to calm down. When you calm down, sincerely ask yourself certain questions. How did it happen? Why did this happen? Then the next thing you do, go into the place of prayers. Let God reveal certain things to you. By prayers, God will help you put lots of things together. As you do that, it will shock you to realize on how you're going to be in control of everything. And as you begin to get in control of everything, you bring everything under control. Then the next thing you do is to call your wife. Call the lady involved. Sit her down. Don't conclude. Don't land before her. Sincerely ask her questions. Please, I want you to tell me, what exactly led you into this? Is it loneliness? Because sometimes the men can be very, very busy. Busy not because they are stupid, but busy for the family. Busy not because they don't have what to do, but busy to be productive for the family. At the cost of their being busy, they don't know when there is a detachment from their wives. They don't know when there is a detachment from their loved ones. And let me also say this in advising the ladies, as you hear me. When you find your wife to be positively busy, your husband to be positively busy or productively busy, don't take advantage of that to complain that you're being lonely. We understand that your attachment, your closeness, your bonding is very, very important. But I also understand that when a man is not productive, he loses his respect before his wife. And men wouldn't want to suffer through that. They don't want to go through such kind of emotional tension or emotional pain. So they do the best they can to make sure they provide for their homes. So man, it's possible that by virtue of your cause of being busy, there was a detachment and your wife began to feel lonely. Find out from her. Was it that you were feeling lonely and you got swept off your feet? What could be the problem? Ask her the question. What was it that could have led into this? Will it be the influence of friends? Because sometimes some women do what they do, not because they want to do it. The kind of friends they keep could influence them negatively. Because there are some female friends who feel that they must not be loyal to their husband. Could this be the kind of friends your wife may have fallen into? Could it be the kind of friends your wife is keeping as friends and as associates? Find out from her. Find out from her. What could be the reason for this? Is she trying to get back at you? Maybe somehow, sometime, you were involved in such things. And she felt, as at then, she told you she forgave you. But she's not come out of the hurt yet. She's not forgotten the experience or the mental and emotional abuse that may have caused her. And somehow she just felt, okay, she's going to get back at you. And to her, she may have gotten back at you. Find out from her. Could it be office pressure? Office pressure from office colleagues, or office pressure from her boss by virtue of her close working relationship with her boss. Could that be what would have caused the temptation? Yes, the temptation that swept her off her feet. You must be able to sit her down and find out from her. Then the next thing you do, as she gives you the response, if she becomes polite enough, she feels remorse enough, she feels sorry about whatever she has done, forgive her. Forgive? Oh, sure. You've got to forgive. We've got to forgive. So when you forgive, let the forgiveness be sincere. Let me say this to us. We meet people every day with so much burdens and so much distractions, so much emotional pains. Some go through what they go through not because they want to go through it. Now, as the man of your home and as the husband of your wife, one great thing you can do for her in such a state is to forgive her, so that you don't compound her emotional problem. You don't compound the loads and the weights she's carrying on herself. I don't want to go a bit off thinking. Maybe by saying, she may have had 1 or 2 male friends before you got married to her. But it's expected that after the marriage, she should be faithful to you within the same marriage. And some women, they don't know how to detach themselves from such relationship, even though they are married. Somehow there are these ties, these tiny strings that still keep them with their old male friend in relationship. Find out if there is something like that, cut it off, and see how you can go ahead to bring the best out of your marriage. I want to charge you this morning. There is no marriage too bad that cannot be put together. There is no case too worst that cannot be handled. What it takes for the man and the woman to bring the best out of their home is for them to understand that they are human beings, number one. They are flesh, number two. That mistakes can happen. When these mistakes happen, how do you handle it? Then finally, in dealing with this case, to the men, please don't bring in a third party. Sometimes the man, out of pressure and pain, goes to the friend to tell the friend this is what the wife has done to him. It will shock you to realize that your friend's marriage is not better than yours. It may shock you to realize that it's also possible that your friend may have gone through what you just went through. So the best thing to do is to become mature and strong and see to how you can overcome this without anything tarnishing or destroying your marriage. Keep whatever may have happened to be the secret between you and your wife. Because I feel and I believe that whatever may have happened, you're not going to kick your wife out of the home. You're not going to send her packing. If she's going to stay in the same home with you, under the same roof, then do the best you can to ease yourself of any hypertension or any form of tension. Forgive her and let her know that you've actually forgiven her. Then the next thing you do as a man, you are the leader of the home, the mentor of your wife. You are the inspiration she sees and the aspiration she wants to become. What do you do from this moment? Begin to mentor her. Get books, get informations, get things that will help you and build your marriage. Don't throw your marriage out of place. Don't scatter your marriage. Don't say where you will dump and marry another lady. How are you sure the lady you're going to get married to may not do the worst? I pray for you that that doesn't happen. I know that the best of your marriage is just about to manifest. God bless you. See you guys. Have the best of homes. Thank you. See you next time in the next edition of H-MOL, Hot Matters of Life. See ya.